went very well. There were around 30 odd students.
Okay.
And so right from the moment go, because in the way I introduced the whole subject, the process was that people could connect with from the words that connect with them from the preamble. And they started really sharing a lot of their own personal stories around it. And with the other two questions, it went much deeper about how do we see it applied and where it is not happening. And so simply bringing it to their own personal lives. And so a lot of engagement, and everybody was very involved in the whole thing, raising very interesting questions about with each other, also about, say, it's easier to give the money and get things done, more difficult to let go and remain honest.
Yeah.
And so also in the end they were saying that how it is, unless they don't feel the whole constitution and this preamble, it is difficult to implement. So we all have to really feel it to take it forward. And then some of them said about that the first thing that I want to do is to create these conversations at home. And because we don't even discuss all these things at home, and looking at this whole idea around equality, even in our own homes, it's not happening. So, and then some people said, I had read it and I knew about it. We did it in our social studies. But today is the first time when I realized that there are so many perspectives to understanding it.
Okay.
And this can only happen by having conversations.
Okay. Great.
And so they were, and they were very reflective on how it has to start from them. And so a lot of, even they led to questions like, should prostitution be legal and what does it mean? So very, very interesting discussions and very mature discussions.
What is the one thing, if I ask you, which is the highlight for this session?
Highlight is the last statements that each and every person made. Somebody said that we need to start it at home. So various these kinds of statements that had gone very deep into people and how they were thinking about starting something on their own and doing something in their own simple ways and taking those few steps. I think that was the highlight, because so that means it had gone deep, they had understood, it had made sense, and they were quite reflective.